Imagine you're lost. You could walk up to someone and demand, "Where is the station?" But that approach is abrasive. To soften the request, you might instead ask, "Could you tell me where the station is?" That softer version relies on an embedded question. When you embed a question inside a longer introductory sentence, it completely stops behaving like a question. It reverts to the word order of a normal statement. Watch the mechanics here. In a direct question, the verb comes first. Where has Tom gone? But when the phrase, "do you know," slides in, the verb and the subject trade places. The sentence resolves to, "Do you know where Tom has gone?" Learning this structural swap gives you the ability to navigate polite conversations smoothly, allowing you to ask for information without sounding abrupt. Once you start embedding questions, the most common trap is forgetting what to do with the helper verbs do, does, and did. In a standalone question, you need them. What time does the film start? But the moment you embed this question, that auxiliary verb must be completely eliminated. When you drop does, you can't lose the tense it was carrying. That grammatical information has to shift to the main verb. So the S transfers over and start becomes starts. You are left with a perfectly balanced sentence. Do you know what time the film starts? Sometimes a question lacks a who, what, or where to act as a bridge. Take, did anybody see you? First, we kill the did and shift its past tense weight onto the main verb, changing see to saw. Then, to glue the two parts together, we drop in if or whether. By removing those extra helper verbs, you force the main verb to carry the entire weight of the action and the time frame. This exact same mechanical logic applies when you need to report something someone else asked you in the past, like relaying questions from a job interview. Reported speech relies on the subject-verb swap we just used. If the interviewer asks, "Are you willing to travel?" our first step is to flip the question structure, "Are you?" into the statement structure, "I am." Then comes the second step. Because this interview already happened, the verb takes a step back in time. Am shifts backward into was. The final reported sentence is, "She asked if I was willing to travel." Let's put this into active practice. Take a look at this scrambled sentence. Try to unscramble these words to form an embedded question starting with could. An acquaintance asks you, "How long have you been in London?" Pause the video and try writing the reported version of this question, starting with "she asked me." Remember, you need to execute both the word order swap and the tense backshift. Let's break down the logic. First, we take the question structure, "have you," and swap it into the statement, "I have." Second, we shift the tense backward, so have becomes had. The complete solution is, "She asked me how long I had been in London." To lock this in, here is your unit cheat sheet. 1. When embedding a question, swap the subject and verb. 2. Eliminate do, does, and did. 3. For reported speech, take one step back in time. Internalizing these 3 specific structural shifts ensures your complex sentences hold together, giving you a much more natural command of English grammar.